Abe, day one, man. Really shouldn't start sentences with phrases like, I can't believe that. Or, he shouldn't have done that.
Link, buddy, I can't believe it. You couldn't just keep your mouth shut. You had to just process out loud, didn't ya?
We made it to the end. 14 days of, well, tried to be limited negativity and complaining. Mm-hmm. And each time that we did complain or were negative, we had to what?
We put the first week we did $5. Every time we were negative or we complained, we had to put $5 in.
How'd we do the first week?
It was interesting the first week. How did we do? How did we do on the first day?
The first day?
Yeah, how did we do on the first day, Kevin?
The first day, well, I was the first one to talk negatively on the first day. What about you?
I actually made it into the third day, but I think my conversations were a little slow and maybe didn't make a lot of sense sometimes because I was really thinking through what I wanted to say. Because I'm also a person that processes out loud everything, so I had to be really careful and thoughtful with my words. But I made it to the third day, and then I had to put one in.
So what did we learn?
There's a lot to learn in it, I think. I really needed to slow down when I talk. When something happens, to instead of just reacting to it, I really need to take the time to think through what I want to say. How can I say it differently? Can I make it into a statement that is truth and then add a positive to it? So try to change the situation or just be quiet. That always works too. There was one evening early on where we were talking and she was talking so slow, and then I figured it out pretty quickly. She was just being very intentional about the words that you were choosing, right? Yes.
One of the things that I learned was that I could catch myself being negative if I really paid attention to the words that I was starting to use in my sentences.
Yes.
Right? So if I use words like I could have, or I should have, or
they should have done it this way.
You didn't. Yeah. So what about our discussions? Were they better? Were they worse? How did our discussions play out? Discussions.
That's a good word for, arguments or disagreements. Yeah.
What was different about those?
We really had to stop and think before we said something. We had to be really careful not to. Yeah, it was just hard. It was a lot harder to have a disagreement in that way, but it worked. We actually could do it. We figured that out. And then just one day, it didn't. And I had to put 2 $5 bills in. But
that one day, we got to a point in a discussion. She got to a point where she was done and she reverted to her old ways.
Yes.
For a few moments. And that she had to put in.
I put in
2 $5.
2 $5 bills. I felt like I should at that point.
Yeah. So halfway through, we were encouraged by a comment actually on YouTube. So thank you very much. Shout out to Len Prescorn. We were challenged to think about maybe escalating the damages that would be done if we continued to complain into the second week. So we raised it from $5 per time that we were negative, and we raised it to $10. The second week we did better. So the first week I had 6 times that I was negative, and you had 6 times.
Yeah, we were pretty even.
Yeah, and then the second week We had two. I had two.
No, you had one.
I thought I had two. Oh, I had one. So one time. And then Sonia had two.
I had two. Interesting fact, though, it wasn't even he caught me complaining, but a friend did, and she said, I think you should go put $10 in the jar. You have nothing to complain about. I didn't really, it slipped out. I didn't even realize I was complaining. And so I took a picture and I sent it to her of me putting in my second $10 bill. We have all this money now, so what are we gonna do with it?
We decided together that we're going to gift it to a young single mom in our church that's working very hard, doing a lot of right things, just as an extra encouragement to her.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The next challenge, what is it?
The next challenge.
Tell us, Kevin.
Drum roll, please. We are going to do 14 racks of kindness. What is that? I don't even know. Okay. Random. 14 random acts of kindness. We are going to do 14 random acts of kindness over the next 14 days.
Does it have to be consecutive?
No.
Okay.
No, not consecutive, this one. Just 14 random acts of kindness.
Okay.
So you could do a really good job and do 2 in one day.
Okay. But you can't do all 14 in one day.
No, you can't.
Oh.
No.
Okay. All right.
So 14 random acts of kindness over 14 days, each. And
each. Okay.
Each. And we
Can we be together sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
7 of those have to be strangers.
7 of the random acts of kindness have to be people that we don't know already.
But we can do random acts of kindness to 7 people that we do know.
So we're splitting it in half.
Yes. And we have to record it. So we have to, or at least after we do the random act of kindness, we have to do a short little video or a picture of the person or the thing that we're doing and explain.
Cool.
So we have proof. Do you think you'll join us in this one?
This would be a great one to join.
I hope you do.
Thank you for sharing in our life as we live it. Our desire is for you to find hope and encouragement to live a better story in your life as you live it.
For the next 14 days, what are we going to do, Kevin?
We are going to, I have to look at my notes.
Random.
Each of us, 14, 7, okay, ready? Go.
Yep.